All right, welcome back, my friends. So we are going to be looking at Python functions today, and I have a little bit of description on the screen. So what is a Python function? Well, in Python, a function is a block of code that performs a specific task. Functions help you organize and reuse your code, making it more efficient and easier to understand. Functions can also return multiple values or no value at all. You can call a function multiple times in your code. Each time it will execute the code inside the function with the given input values, which are, of course, your parameters. And based on those parameters, and based on your implementation of that function, you get the respective output. All right, before we start writing some Python functions, let's get to understand some important things that we need to note about Python functions. Functions are defined using the def keyword, right? The def keyword, followed by the name of the function and a set of parentheses that may include parameters. Now, it's optional to include those parameters. It depends on what you're trying to achieve. If you have a function where you expect the users to pass in some parameters like maybe strings, integers or floating point numbers, whatever it is, even objects or, basically even an entire class instance, you can basically do that. And the block of code and based on your implementation, you get the respective output that the function is meant to return. Okay, the block of code that makes up the function is indented underneath the definition line. So this, I will show you an example of what this is, but we don't use a curly bracket pattern in Python. We basically just put in the column and the block of code that makes up the function is indented under the definition line. Functions may take arguments, which are also called parameters, and these are what we specify within the parentheses of the function definition. It's optional, just like I mentioned earlier. These arguments are used to pass information into the function when it's called, right? And functions may return a value using the return keyword. If a function does not have a return statement, it returns none by default. Functions can be defined inside other functions, in which case they are called inner functions. Inner functions can access the variables of the outer function in which they are defined, and functions can be passed as arguments to other functions. So Python has many built-in functions, and you can also define your own custom functions, which is what we are going to be doing. So let's jump into writing some Python functions in the next video.